Hi everyone, welcome back to another session in Let's Talk. Let's Talk with me, Gayatri. And we have our guests here today. They talk to us about an interesting topic today, which is love. And we will be discussing what we understand by the term love and how we have experienced it in our lives. And do we really, what are the different kinds and forms of love? And do we really need all forms of love to be happy and satisfied in our lives? Let's start with Megha. Megha, how are you? First that, and then we'll go
Thanks,
to the
Guy.
topic.
Yeah, no, thank you, Gayatri. Doing very well. Uh, and looking forward to the weekend. I think Gayatri, for me, if I really delve into the topic, and I haven't really thought through, so this is one of those sessions where I think I've come with a blank slate, to be
Yep.
honest. Uh, Love for me, I feel is a feeling of comfort uh, in any form, right? When you said the various forms of love, it can be love as a mother, love as a partner in a romantic relationship, love as a daughter giving back to your parents, or just generally love for your friends, your colleagues sometimes. So I feel that it's a feeling of comfort and care,
Mm,
would be how I'd put it as a starter.
mm, mm. Devashri,
I think
welcome
Megha
back.
has, hello, hi. Um, I think Megha has very aptly put it that, comfort. I would also add one more attribute to it. I think um, love is having or providing a sense of security and a safe space.
Mm,
So for me, that is love. Love, um, it doesn't have to be. See, people have their own understanding of love. So love does not mean that it genuinely means that you hold um, sense of understanding at the same time sense of care for
mm,
somebody um, in and you have their wellness in mind. So
mm.
it's not that a blind agreeing to everything is not love for me.
Correct, correct.
So
Mhm,
at the end, at the bottom line, you create a space, a safe space for somebody, and you have their wellness in back of your mind, and that's
mm,
what it is to be felt loved also.
mm.
So
Yeah. I think love is apart from all these points which are true and correct, I think love is an inner feeling. Uh, Once you have that inner feeling within yourself, that is, you accept yourself whatever you are with your flaws, with your all the good qualities, etc., and you start loving yourself and feeling safe around yourself first, and then eventually slowly you will spread that safety and that feeling of comfort to anyone surrounding you, anyone who you want to love, right? It cannot, I mean, whatever you make your choices, and then that comfort and feeling will spread and people will feel loved from you, and then you will also give out love. And it's a very misunderstood term. I feel that if you are in love, love doesn't mean that you have to tolerate anything and everything. What do you feel about that? And I'm especially talking about, it's not linked to any romantic partners or anything. It's just love
Mm.
in general. From uh, if you get it from anybody, it shouldn't be like you are in return for that love. It shouldn't be that you are tolerating something or you are giving up something which is the core belief of yours or the core value of yours. That equation doesn't sit well. But we've been taught that from childhood, that love equals sacrificing, love equals giving up. Have we not been taught that, Devashi?
I I feel um, that if you have if you love somebody, that tolerance becomes a part of it. You don't feel that you are
Mm,
tolerating. You don't feel the pain or everything that comes with it, unless that love is getting abused. The second that love is getting abused, You feel that pinch, you feel things,
Maybe.
right? Like your tolerance is usually like, for example, leave everything, right? Different kinds of love, right? And let's maybe just keep it outside of the romantic love for a minute, right?
Mm,
So when you love your pet,
mm,
when you love your child, I think your tolerance level increases. Does
mm,
not mean that it has to be painful, it has to be hurtful, because I think it is a two-way street.
mm,
So as long as it is a two-way street, it feels like, everything feels nice. That's why they say that you're high on love. So
mm,
basically, you're not able to sense the other things when you're, high on love that way.
mm.
That's my take. So,
Megha?
No, I feel in today's era, there are two concepts and which are probably two sides of the same coin. One is giving love, and the other becomes self love, right? And that concept is sort of, again, as I said, it probably are two sides of the same coin, but we've started to look at both these aspects in silos where it originates from if you're loving yourself more, you're not able to do all those sacrifices and whatever you're defining, and therefore you're not giving or justifying, the other side of the coin, which is giving love.
Mm,
So, so I feel that somehow we are sort of complicating things when it
mm,
comes to love. It's a very simple term or a feeling, and it's just felt. We don't need to sort of overthink around it, overanalyze, or evaluate. Do you love me
or
enough? I
measure
mean, what
it,
sort of a question is that,
KPIs.
right?
Yeah.
Which is a lot talked about in adult relationships. When it's probably a child and a parent, they might not ask how much do you love me, right? It's a
mm,
given that you love me, you
mm,
care for me. But when it comes to uh, you know be it a partner or be it parents, like,
mm,
oh, you don't give me time enough. So it's
mm,
it's when it comes to measuring on some of those metrics, parameters, where it's not needed, not required.
mm,
And therefore the example that Devashri gave of a pet,
mm,
right, where there is no measurement. It's even if I'm giving a pet 1 hour, even if some other person is taking my pet for a dog, there is no quantifying. so
mm,
so I feel
mm,
that we're just overcomplicating a very
mm,
simple feeling. Of course, there would be some challenges in terms of my understanding of devotion or sacrifices or giving love might be different
mm.
to what your understanding
Correct.
is, right?
Mm,
And therefore love is also is a term which is based on trust,
mm,
that you trust me of what I'm bringing to the table. So, what I'm
mm,
giving to this relationship in any form, right? And probably the pet is trusting me blindly,
mm,
right? There is
Yeah.
trust factor in it. So, I remember there was three, there are these three various important factors, which is in a model. It's called a tripod model or a triangular theory, where they say that the most important three factors of love are intimacy, passion, and commitment, right?
mm,
And that commitment is basically a long term feeling. It's not that because I didn't care for you for a month, I don't love you enough,
mm,
right? Intimacy is again something which is closeness. I
mm,
can be in it's again read or understood very differently from what it genuinely can mean.
mm,
It's just that it's a feeling of comfort, feeling of closeness with somebody.
mm,
So simple term, and somehow overcomplicating it. It's
mm.
also driven by probably what we see in cinema,
Mm.
probably
Of
kind of the
course.
books we read,
Mm,
and therefore the early notions that I would have formed of the definition love are based on some of those biased views of
yes.
romanticizing things.
Yes. That was
Yeah.
what
That's
was
my
our
view.
next. I had a next point in mind that
Mm,
did it change the perception and the idea of love which we had from our childhood? Did it change now? Uh, I'll go with my thinking. When I was a child, I never thought of love as love. I
mhm.
never had that
Yeah.
thought come to my mind that oh, this is love. Uh, it's like that song, oh, this is love. But no, but
Mm,
I had no,
yeah.
nothing of that sort. The only thing which was in my childhood was to study well, to get a good job, or to be in a position where I
Mm,
can bring about change. That's it. And never had that feeling. But uh, it just, I think love is linked to so many so many other feelings, that
yeah.
it doesn't take, it doesn't come out as a predominant uh, one at the end of the game. Because now I feel love is associated with respect. Love is also associated with safety, as you said, with commitment, with passion, with intimacy, everything. So many other feelings are
Yeah.
linked to this term. So, and that is the reason why I cannot disassociate it that easily, telling that, uh, you know, other feelings are not important. Even if I don't have the respect, even if I don't have, I have the love, so that's it. No,
Mm,
it's love is formed because of all these feelings.
yeah.
It's a combination of all this, and we perceive it as love. If we like the comfort with the which the other person is offering us, we call it love, we call it this. But it's actually, if you dig deep down, it might just be the comfort, it might be the
Yeah.
warmth which the other person is giving us. So I think as a concept, there is, and love cannot be a singular uh, term. It's a combination of terms, is what I perceive now love to be. What do you feel, Devashri? Do you feel love can be
No,
perceived
I
as a
think
concept like this?
no, no, it is. And I think it also, see, it also depends on what maturity or what stage of life you are.
Mm,
And then you realize what are the different attributes that are associated with this concept or feeling. Obviously, uh, I think it's like a, superimposed version of a
mm,
lot of feelings
mm,
that come where you are feeling safe, secure, and a lot of things like respect, or I think that when you feel all of that, only then you feel loved. So
mm. Yes.
it's like you cannot feel respected,
Mm,
only respected. Okay, I'm just respected, I'm a very respected teacher.
mm,
So but kids fear me.
mm,
So I don't think so that will come across as
mm,
love per se. And to Megha's earlier point also, I feel that if you have the capacity somewhere to love yourselves,
mm.
I think you develop more capacity to love others genuinely.
Right.
So
Yes.
if you're not able to, if you have too much of negativity, or you have too much of bitterness within, then
Mm.
that bitterness comes out
Shows
also.
up
It's like
outside.
what is
Mm.
within reflects out. So if
Yes.
you have some capacity to love yourselves and accept yourselves, then you are okay with in like every nobody's perfect. So you're
Yes.
okay with other people also being imperfect or making mistakes. You have that increased amount of tolerance because
Mm.
you have accepted that as your own flaws also. So it makes more sense. So I think that I think that's why this generation is a bit different, and each generation is different from the previous generation, because I think in the past, as you said, Gayatri, love was I mean, conceptually only when we were kids, there was no concept of love yourself.
Oh,
Like
that's
love
true.
yourself came,
Nothing.
love yourself came once we were in our 20s, 30s, after listening and reading a lot. I think while parents used to, sometimes parents were also not very vocal about the fact that I love you. There would be no there would
Mm.
be no voicing out of
Mm.
emotions.
Mm.
Like they would do a lot of hard work. They would have us constantly in mind, but that emotion would never get voiced out.
Mm.
Sometimes there were kids who would question that like, is it because I'm performing well? Is it because I'm doing this? So there was a lot of association of a lot of
Mm.
different things. Then coming back to the example of a pet,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
It's like unconditional love. It's
Mm.
not that it's not that you do XYZ for me, then I will love you.
Mm.
And if you
Mm.
do not do XYZ for me, then I don't love you. It was not like that. For
Mm.
yourself
Yeah.
also. You have
Hmm.
to set that bar for yourself. It's not that if I do this for myself, then I will love myself.
Hmm.
If I have done this mistake, then I am not loving myself.
So
So
can
I
we?
think
Is
once
there
you have,
unconditional love? Any?
I
I mean, is
think
it
in my
possible?
entire life,
Hmm.
I think the only unconditional love that
Hmm.
I have perhaps felt is once I became a mother.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
I think that is like, that is literally like your body part staying outside of your body part,
Hmm.
outside of your body, rather.
So
So
that's
a
the
heart beating.
pure
Yeah.
form
So
of love which you've felt.
I mean, for each one it would be different,
Yeah, no, I agree.
but I think I have never felt. I did not expect that,
Hmm.
I would feel like that, but I think I've never felt something so strong and powerful.
Hmm.
Perhaps.
Mega, you?
I think what Devashri is again trying to do is measuring the degrees of love. Because when I bring Joy or Devashri's pet here as a topic, then she might also edit, yeah, 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 I did love Joy as well. Right. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think love is again, somehow
No, no, I'm just asking, is
the
there
most
that
probably
unconditional love possible? Is it
I feel,
there?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I
Hmm.
totally
Yeah.
feel that unconditional love is there, but it's just
For
that
the pet
sometimes it's
also,
in
it is
moments.
unconditional love
It's, yeah,
only.
see, that's what I
I'll I'll take
no,
my
and even like, even like, let's say for my parent, from my father when he was going into his health treatment and he was literally going into the ICU for his bypass surgery.
Hmm.
I think there are moments when you feel those
Hmm.
unconditional sort of
Hmm.
feelings, but
yeah.
Hmm.
probably for a child, it's constant till
Hmm.
the time they're under your care.
Hmm.
I
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel
Of
because
course.
I'm a mother to a
I think
teenager, and there'll be
Hmm.
yeah.
there'll be sometimes those, oh, no, 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 okay, do I like really really, is
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
so? And similarly for a spouse as well, like recently there was a health scare in family, and then I was literally in tears. So
Hmm.
probably that was also a feeling of caring,
Hmm.
though it's not like throughout, right? It's not like your heartbeat, but probably
Hmm.
for a child it's like your heartbeat, which is constantly
Hmm.
um, and I think the very nature that they are under your care
Hmm.
also makes you feel a little more mindful about expressing love, showing love
Yeah.
than to an adult,
Yeah.
right? Or than to a pet, because a pet is not vocal about what they're feeling
Hmm.
vis-a-vis to a child.
And you're
So
going
I
to
feel
affect
Yeah.
the child's emotional stability too
emotions.
if you don't express it that much, and if you don't do
No,
it, it's like.
I think it is also one more factor into it is expectation,
Hmm.
Hmm,
right?
Hmm.
So when there is a newborn child,
Hmm.
what do you expect out of that child?
yeah.
There is
Hmm.
absolutely no expectation
Hmm.
from that child. It's like a,
You just want
you
to
know,
give to the child, that's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Hmm.
one way,
One way.
one way
Hmm.
street. It's a one
Hmm.
way street.
Hmm.
And I think similarly goes for perhaps, I mean, if I have never seen a psychotic pet, a regular pet has, I mean, as they have a way to reciprocate. Like
Hmm.
I have never seen a pet that would, you are like, oh, and that pet is like turning their back and sitting.
Yeah, maybe an
So
angry pet would do that.
yeah, no, no,
Yeah.
Not
I'm
given me
just
food
saying.
for two
Not give
days
I'm
me
just
food. Yeah.
I'm just saying. So that expectation level from the pet is
Yeah.
also extremely low.
Yeah.
Like they will come and they are so forgiving, unlike
Hmm.
humans. Like I
Hmm.
feel that
Hmm.
love is, for that to be a two-way street,
Hmm.
there has to be a way, or sometimes love is all around you, but
Hmm.
you are so
Yeah.
in your shell that
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
not
See it.
receptive
Yeah.
towards
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. That's the main
So you
point we
don't
are.
receive
Yes. You don't
love
receive it.
in because you're so busy building this fort around you or building a wall around you,
Hmm.
because of whatever reasons you're hurt or whatever, right? That in spite of love being all around, you feel all lonely, you feel unloved, you feel all these
Hmm.
negative feelings, because uh, it does not love does not mean that somebody has to put the other person first and then put themselves. It does not necessarily mean that.
Hmm.
But that
Yeah.
measurement comes that, oh no, you didn't take time out for me, you didn't do this for me, you did, those complaints come.
Mm,
And that's when, it becomes extremely difficult to balance it.
mm,
So
mm,
love also means understanding, right? So
mm.
I should be able to understand the other person also. So
Yeah.
and
All
that's
the
why it
point
becomes
points to that.
extremely difficult with a spouse, because there is no what do you say, blood relationship.
Yes.
This is your own individual, and then you treat your spouse like your peer,
Mm,
and then all this measurement cycle or whatever, you did this and I
mm,
didn't do this, and
mm,
Yeah.
etc comes.
mm.
So
And
I think that's why that becomes extremely difficult. Go ahead, sorry,
no,
cut you
that's
off.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. No, the entire then the ethos is this, that if you don't have an understanding of yourself, or if one doesn't have
Yeah.
that understanding of oneself, then it becomes really messy to communicate what you want from the other person. And it's not
Hmm.
about parent child or romantic relationships, it's about any relationship as such, where uh, love is involved, because as we said, love is not a singular feeling, it's a cumulative feeling. So you have to really know what you want, and you must know what cannot be tolerated by you as a person, because mm, resentment builds up because of this. If you don't know
Yeah,
yourself, and if you don't uh, let's say you don't know, but you don't know it yourself, but it will reflect in some other way, unexpected way, and you might not even
yeah,
be able to recognize it. So it's better you do it, you do the homework first, and then you expect any reciprocative actions from others. So to conclude, my point would be that, uh, as Devashi said, maybe love is all around all of us. We have to be receptive, and to be receptive, we must know what we are and accept ourselves, so that we become more open to feelings around us. And then we will become giving also. We will have so much in us that it will be overflowing. And oh, that's a good place to imagine overflowing love. And then and then it's all happy, all smiling, all everybody is in nirvana state,
yeah. I
nobody is
think
tensed about
overflow.
anything.
No,
Overflowing
I
is
think
also
over.
tricky.
Yeah, because you then lose control of yourselves.
Yeah. And you will
So
you will always be the person who's giving. That's also a
yeah,
tricky place to be in. What is this life? Oh my god, Mega, give us the ending notes. You are the senior most, we look up to you.
Somehow, yeah. So I suppose senior, but still, somehow I feel that, love is probably one of the most studied behaviors in the world. And still, our comfort of understanding this behavior is probably the least, you know, collectively of what we also, we three on the time that we had today have been discussing. Uh, I think it's, to simply put, in my own view, it's a psychological drive. It's a motivation
Mm,
to keep yourself and your relationships going.
mm,
And it's up to the person, as you rightly also, and we all discussed that, it's, if I know myself better,
mm,
probably I'll be able to handle the feeling of receiving and giving love much better,
mm,
because I know what I'm capable of. I know my shortcomings. I
mm,
know that, I probably fumble here, or
mm,
I'm better at expressing or managing relationships this way.
mm,
Would be my take of
mm.
just keeping it very simple what love is.
Yes, yes. We'll take that as the closing note. It's better than what I gave. And we will end the session here. See you guys next time. And
Okay.
thanks all for watching and listening us. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.
bye. Thank you.